How's it going, you guys? AZ Plyo 21 back again with another pay-per-view in our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here today we have UFC 279 Gillespie versus Ferguson. Gregor Gillespie, who's been on an absolute tear, taking on Tony Ferguson for the lightweight championship of the world in our main event. Also, two more title fights to talk about. Ali Bagotinov and Joseph Benavidez having a rematch for the flyweight championship, and Megan Anderson doing battle once again with Felicia Spencer for what seems to be the fourth time. Yeah, they fought 3 times before. Spencer is currently ahead 2-1. So we'll see, but that is for the interim women's featherweight championship. Also on the card, Paulo Costa takes on Elias Theodoru, and Ricky Simon takes on Cody Garbrandt in the bantamweight division. Take a look there at the prelims if you would like. That is what we've got going on for you today. I'm super excited. The next pay-per-view is going to be UFC 280, Namajunas versus Wei Li 2, apparently. And so that is going to be our next pay-per-view. You can take a look. Pretty good card, that one as well. The only fight that's maybe a little bit, lesser known is Joshua and Chiasson. But the thing is, that's basically a bantamweight title eliminator. So that is a very important fight. But that is then, and this is now UFC 279. And right after this, when we start to think about what's going to be happening in the future, we have the super lightweight tournament that is going to be coming up pretty soon. And so following this pay-per-view, we're going to see, after we update our rankings again, we're going to see who we are going to have in that super lightweight tournament. That is going to be very, very exciting. Hope you guys are excited. I am too. As always, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch. Link is down below, so that way you guys can watch me whenever I'm live streaming. I appreciate you guys as always. Let's get this going. UFC 279 Gillespie versus Ferguson in Gillespie's home state of New York. Starting things off with Cynthia Calvillo as she takes on Nadia 187 Kassem. Kassem is 10-2. Calvillo is 9-5-1. Kind of having a rough go of it as Nadia Kassem knocks out Cynthia Calvillo in the second round in a fantastic fight. That is now, it looks like 6 fights in a row for Nadia Kassem. She's having a very good time right now. Who else streaming the pay-per-view from a Reddit link? That is very funny. Ketlen Vieira taking on Veronica Macedo in the bantamweight division. Macedo, number 20 in the division, as she takes on Ketlen Vieira, who is number 11 and coming off a loss to Liana Jojua. And Macedo knocks out Ketlen Vieira despite being a plus 550 underdog. Wow. And she wants to fight Julia Stoliarenko for some reason, even though she's probably going to be ranked below her. Moving on, Makwan Amirkhani taking on James Jenkins of New York. Amirkhani making 146. But you can see here, Amirkhani not having the best time, coming off a loss to Dan Ige that was changed to a no contest. James Jenkins, 1 win to speak of, and it is a good one over Michael the Great White Tobin. As James Jenkins gets a TKO victory in round number 3 over Amirkhani. Brian Boom Kelleher taking on Umar Nurmagomedov in the bantamweight division. Kelleher is the favorite, and he loses via unanimous decision to Umar Nurmagomedov. You can see there, he is now 3-1 in the UFC. And he's calling out Kakeru Fuma. I'm going to be honest, I have zero idea who that is. Moving on, Billy Quarantino taking on Enrique Barzola in the featherweight division, and Quarantino gets the win via rear naked choke. He is now 4-1 in the UFC, the New York born guy. Matt Steamroller Fravola taking on Islam Makhachev Islam, I think, is having a tough time. Look at this. 4 straight losses. That is insane. He might get sent down to WEC if he loses. Steamroller Fravola on a 2-fight winning streak. Brent Primus and Scott Holtzman. Wow. Matt Steamroller Fravola getting it done in round number 1. Meanwhile, Islam Makhachev now on a 5-fight losing streak. That is insane. And he's going to get sent down to WEC now. Both him and Khabib are having a hard time. Good for Matt Fravola getting a big win. Moving on, Gordon Ryan taking on Gordon Berkman. Now, Gordon Ryan, I signed Gordon Ryan before WEC was a thing. Or ideally, I would want to send him down to WEC to get more reps in. But we still have this Gordon Berkman guy at light heavyweight who is absolutely terrible. Apparently he was one of the best in the world at kickboxing, but he has not been very good at all. We signed him by accident, and we've just been kind of using him anyways. Not very good for his career. Gordon Ryan is a huge favorite, and I kind of want to build him up just because I feel like he'd be a good light heavyweight at some point in the near future. His striking is very average, but his jiu-jitsu is really what's going to get it done for him. And pairing him up against a kickboxer is almost guaranteeing him a victory, as Gordon Ryan does submit Berkman literally in 55 seconds. So we're going to keep Gordon Ryan around, and I'm going to see if I can build him up. You know, give him some rather easy wins early on in his UFC career. All right, moving on, we have Mizuki Inoue as she takes on Corey McKenna. Inoue is a huge underdog to McKenna, who is unranked, but she is 3-1 in the UFC. And Corey McKenna gets the submission in round number 1. Moving on, Claudia Ray taking on Poliana Botello. In the flyweight division, Botello is currently coming off a 3-fight losing streak. She's more than likely going to be going to Invicta if she loses here today. She faces off against Claudia Ray, who is 4-1 in the UFC, coming off a win over Tracy Cortez. Before that, had a big chance against Aspen Ladd and lost. Claudia Ray is the underdog, and she beats Poliana Botello, sends her down to Invicta via unanimous decision. Trevin the Problem Giles taking on Impa Kasanganay in our final prelim. Kasanganay perfect at 10-0, 3-0 in the UFC. He takes on Trevin Giles, the number 25 ranked middleweight, coming off a win over Edmund Shabazian. And Trevin Giles gives Kasanganay the first loss of his career via unanimous decision. He was a big favorite too, so it really shouldn't be a surprise, but hey, Kasanganay needed that ranked opponent. He got it, but he lost. All right, it is time for the pay-per-view. Everyone has given me their $60, and our first main card fight is a big one in the bantamweight division. Cody No Love Garbrandt taking on Ricky Simon. Cody Garbrandt, number 14 in the division, coming off a win over Said Nurmagomedov. Ricky Simon, on the other hand, is coming off a loss to Petr Yan for the title. Before that was on a 5-fight winning streak. He has been doing very well for himself. He is a huge favorite over Cody Garbrandt, and he does win via TKO over Cody Garbrandt in round number 2. Moving on into the middleweight division, Paulo Costa taking on Elias Theodoru. Theodoru is 19-4, number 5 in the middleweight division, coming off wins over Meerschaert, Shabazian, and Brad Tavares. He's taking on a very tough test in Paulo Costa, coming off a big win over his rival Israel Adesanya. Before that, he lost to Jacare Costa. And Elias Theodoru beats Paulo Costa via unanimous decision. Wow, that is definitely going to shoot him right up the rankings. Costa only his 3rd loss of his career, and Theodoru surely in the top 5 now. Our first title fight of the evening for the interim featherweight championship. Megan Anderson taking on Felicia Spencer. Spencer is a small favorite in this fight. Megan Anderson, of course, was supposed to fight Amanda Nunes for the title. However, she got injured. This interim title fight is the result of that. Spencer looking for a takedown, and she gets it. Looks like she's going to try to utilize her jiu-jitsu. Going to be very interesting to see what happens now. She's looking another takedown attempt from Spencer, and she gets it. Anderson pulls guard. Final minute of round number 1. Spencer just using her wrestling. One of these ladies is going to be a champion by the end of the night. Irregardless of whether or not they can beat Amanda Nunes, one of them will be a champion. Gets taken down again, Megan Anderson. Spencer is 6 inches shorter than Megan Anderson. You figure Anderson would kind of use that distance and kind of just jab, jab, jab. But it has been all Felicia Spencer. And Spencer gets another takedown in. And it looks like she might be up by 2 rounds here for the interim featherweight championship, and another takedown for Felicia Spencer. Looks like this could be a unanimous decision victory for Felicia Spencer. Trying to get a UFC gold around her waist. 1 minute remaining. Interim title on the line. Spencer gets another takedown. Wow, Anderson is getting outworked. Like, Anderson needs to get something going. Spencer immediately going in for a takedown, and she gets it again. I feel like the winner or the loser of this fight is probably going to get sent down to Invicta. Another takedown attempt is good for Felicia Spencer. Because, I mean, after this, there's not really going to be much of a featherweight division. It's going to be the winner of this fight fighting Nunes, and then after that, I have no idea what's going to happen with the featherweight division. More than likely, it'll be a recurring theme of bringing the Invicta champion up to fight her. And that's, I mean, who knows? Maybe Spencer can beat Nunes, you know, should she fight her after this. I mean, I don't know. Nunes could retire out of nowhere also. You never know. But it looks like Felicia Spencer is going to win the interim featherweight title here today. Spencer attempts to take down, drives her up against the cage, and gets it. Apparently Anderson won that final round, but we will see. Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision and new interim UFC featherweight champion of the world, Felicia Phenom Spencer. So Felicia Spencer is the interim UFC women's featherweight champion. Good for her. I mean, win over Letson, win over Razafierson. She lost to Anderson in that other fight, which is the reason why Anderson was originally supposed to fight Nunes. But here we are, you know? It is what it is. We now have a new champion. Congratulations to Felicia Spencer. Moving on for the flyweight championship of the world, it is a rematch between Joseph Benavidez and Ali Bagautinov. Of course, Benavidez lost to Bagautinov in the 3rd round via TKO. Before that, beat Da Silva, beat Mighty Mouse, and beat Davison Figueiredo. Well, hey, thank you a bunch, RBM. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for the subscription. You know, I never really, not that I don't care, but like I don't really ask for subscriptions or even follows for that matter, but I really do appreciate it. And RBM, I don't know how to do it, but I will definitely make you a mod because you're definitely one of the OG homies. Bogdanovich coming on a 4-fight winning streak. Dustin Ortiz, Rogerio Bontorin, Alex Perez, and then beat Joseph Benavidez via TKO to win the flyweight championship. And he is here defending his title, and he is a big favorite. In our co-main event, your referee is Steve Mazzagatti. This is sure to be a good one, as we are underway for the flyweight championship of the world. Benavidez landing. Low kick to the front leg. Hook to the body for Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich is cut after a leg kick, or after a head kick, I should say, from Benavidez. Both fighters engage. A 1-2 for Benavidez. Bogdanovich answers. Spinning kick to the body. Sharp 1-2. Scores with a left hook. Nice left hook for Bogdanovich. Gluttony, how is it going, my man? You're just in time for the co-main event. Left hook lands for Benavidez. Low kick. Left hand gets blocked. Round 1 ends, and it apparently went to Benavidez. Bogdanovich is cut under his right eye, I believe. They're going to have to take care of that. Both these guys, not necessarily young chickens, 36 years old and 37 years old. Glancing blow with a high kick. Bogdanovich connects with the right. Left hook gets blocked. Nails a left cross. Leg kick for Benavidez. A left cross for Bogdanovich. Halfway through round number 2. Misses a left hook. Benavidez goes to the right kick. Leg kick attempt fails for Benavidez. Man, a lot has happened in this second round. Oh my god. Takedown attempts, and he gets it. Round 2 comes to a close, and apparently it went to Bogdanovich. And yeah, RBM, I will be sure to download the newest mod, so that way I can get John Gotti III in here. A little less happening in this third round. Left head kick. Ooh. Benavidez lands a right. Halfway through round number 3. This is where it ended last time. Benavidez goes in for a takedown and he gets it. Submission attempt. Ooh. A minute left in round number 3. Submission attempt. Bogdanovich blocks it. Round 3 comes to a close. They're saying Bogdanovich won that round, but I figured Benavidez would have won. He got the takedown and had him in control. Interesting. Bogdanovich is limping. Left hook. Benavidez. Counter left hand for Bogdanovich. This is a very interesting fight, because it can really be scored any way you see fit. Benavidez looking to strike. Bogdanovich 2 counter right hands. Ah, yeah. Uh-oh. Reopened the cut on the right eye of Bogdanovich. He should really be going after that. Coming forward to attack. Benavidez hits the jab. Hit Benavidez with a straight left. Nothing coming. Kicks to the lead leg. Great left hook for Bogdanovich as round 4 comes to a close. This guy's scoring all of it for Bogdanovich. But he's cut. He's been limping. I don't know. Takedown attempt from Benavidez. He gets it. He's gonna apparently he has to end the fight here. Pushing his body down, smothered against the ground. Wow, the 5th round is gonna come to a close instantly. So he just controlled him for the entirety of the 5th round. And it looks like it's gonna go to the decision. That's it. They're saying Benavidez took 2 rounds. No wonder the score is fucked because it's in New York. That's funny. That's a good point. Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Easton Rimmer scores the contest 49-46, Benavidez. Alfie Ball scores the contest 48-47, Bagautinov. And Adelaide Bird scores the contest 49-46 for the winner by split decision. And still, the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Ali Puncher Bagautinov. So a split decision victory for Ali Bagautinov. Very interesting scorecards. It was a pretty good fight. It's a good fight. Very interesting, you know. But Bagautinov gets it done. And now it's just a matter of who's next for him. As we move to our main events of the evening for the lightweight championship of the world, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson, 38 years of age, has a chance to win UFC gold once again. He lost to Khabib, beat Robbie Lawler, lost to Moicano, beat Charles Oliveira, and then beat Al Iaquinta. Takes on Gregor Gillespie, who has been on an absolute tear. He has not lost a fight since he started the save. Beat James Vick, beat Charles Oliveira, beat Al Iaquinta, TKO'd Conor McGregor, submitted Khabib, and then submitted Dustin Poirier. Gluttony says he has Tony. I don't know, man. Gillespie just seems like a different animal for some reason in this game. We'll see what happens. It's our main event of the evening for the lightweight championship of the world. Steve Mazzagatti is your referee. Gillespie in front of a hometown crowd, you have to remember, immediately goes in for a takedown, and he gets it. Wow. Ferguson grabs him from behind. Oh, Ferguson has to struggle for it, but he gets a takedown. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Ferguson already getting tired? A lot of groundwork here. Takedown from Gillespie. He gets it. As round 1 comes to a close. Round 1 apparently went to Ferguson. We'll see how round 2 shapes up. Ferguson looking to strike. Uh-oh. Big strike. Uh-oh. Gillespie gets dropped. Ferguson knocking down punches. Ladies and gentlemen, you absolutely love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Mazzagatti calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 26 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. Finally, Tony Ferguson has undisputed UFC gold wrapped around his waist. Gregor Gillespie, man, what a run he went on, though. Unbelievable. Conor, Khabib, and Dustin all in a row. I mean, I don't want to say he deserves the rematch right away because he's probably going to be out for a little bit. But I'd say after Carlos Diego Ferreira, Gregor Gillespie probably next to get the rematch. But Tony Ferguson, the champ, finally, who out-grappled Khabib, knocked out McGregor, got finished like that. Apparently, Tony... MMA math is weird, you know? MMA is weird. Oh boy. Made $23 million off pay-per-view. Attendance of 29,000 in New York. Popularity increases all around. Fantastic fight between the ladies. That is fight of the night. Let's see. Any first round finishes? Gordon Ryan. Veronica Macedo. Matt Fravola and Corey McKenna. Congratulations. $31 million in profit. You'll love to see it. Highest paid fighters from that show: Tony Ferguson, Joseph Benavidez, and Paulo Costa. Gregor did lose in his hometown. That is crazy. That is crazy. We all have to remember at the end of the day, in some cases, it only takes one. It only takes one. Any given Saturday night, anyone can get it done. Crazy. We're going to update our rankings, and then we are going to go ahead and take a look at our emails, and we are going to see what is in store for us in the next couple of months, because we're going to see in this video who's going to qualify now for the super lightweight tournament. I'm excited about that. A 16 fighter tournament to see who the 165-pound king is going to be. I'm excited for it. Just the fact of like the matchups that can be made. You know what I mean? It's just very exciting to me. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching on YouTube. If you would like to, follow me on Twitch so you guys can catch my live streams. That's where I'm doing the majority of my, gameplay. I release the videos onto YouTube, obviously, but I'm playing them like super in advance, and then I kind of scheduled the videos to be released. So as this video is being recorded right now, it is currently March 4th. Game plan is probably for this video to be released around a week from now, maybe. So yeah, if you don't want to have to wait, obviously get in on the action and watch on Twitch live, be a part of the chat so you can talk with RBM, with Gluttony, with Logan McBride and everyone that's usually in the chat. But man, Tony Ferguson, a UFC champion finally. You really love to see it. But yeah, and then this upcoming Saturday, as I'm recording this obviously, but big pay-per-view coming up. I'm excited for that as well. 3 title fights. It's insane. Let's go ahead and update our rankings, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing at heavyweight. Nothing at light heavyweight. At middleweight, Kelvin Gastelum is back from his drug suspension after losing to Jacare. He comes in at number 12. At welterweight, there is no movement. Very interesting that there is no movement whatsoever. At lightweight, Gillespie moves down to 6. Obviously, we have a new champion. Jakashi just beat Poirier. So I'm going to treat it as if Gillespie is number 3 and Jakashi moves down. Can Jakashi fight in the lightweight tournament? Yeah, he 100% can. All right. At featherweight, there is no movement. At bantamweight, Ricky Simon moves up to number 2 after beating Garbrandt. We'll have to see about that. Petr Yan is scheduled to fight Corey Sandhagen for the bantamweight title. Excited for that one. Garbrandt moves down to 15. Sean O'Malley is ranked once again. At flyweight, Benavidez moves down to 6. And I believe, is it Cara France or Inoue? Oh, it's definitely Cara France. How long is Baga Otinov out for? Who's out for 2 months or so? I feel like Kai Cara France would want to wait for that title shot, though. How long are you out for, Kape? 34 days. I feel like him and Inoue is the fight to make, and that Cara France is next. There's women's featherweight. We have a new interim champion in Felicia Spencer. At bantamweight, Vieira moves down to 15. Macedo is up to 17. Flyweight, no movement. Strawweight, McKenna is now ranked. Calvillo down to 23. Mizuki Inoue down to 24. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we need to do here. Kenneth Berg contract renewal. Kassem Ganai needs to be renewed. We're definitely bringing him back. Nurmagomedov, we're bringing him back. He's on a nice winning streak. Brian Kelleher lost to Umar Nurmagomedov. He's lost 3 out of his last 4. Mid-level regional. So I say we bring him back, but he is definitely going to go down to WEC. Trevin Giles. I don't know why he isn't ranked. He was just ranked, and he won, and he's no longer ranked. That makes 0 sense. Joaquim Silva. Oof. Cody Garbrandt, obviously we're going to be renewing him. Caitlin Vieira. Renew her deal. Main events. Boom. Alrighty. That's going to do it for this episode. The next time I see you guys will be for UFC Fight Night Q Chalaba versus Narcoon. And in that episode, we will probably go over the super lightweight tournament and its bracket. I'm excited for it. Hope you guys are as well. I'm AZ Plyo 21. You guys have a good one.